Good evening. Well, I just wanted to let everybody know it's official. I am now a published author. I know you can't read that as backwards. I wrote a book called the Lyft Uber Survival Handbook by Robert Deal. I want to thank my buddy Michael Matsuda. He designed that cover for me out of the kindness of his heart. There's just a couple things I do want to share with you. The dedication. I wrote the dedication, the forward, the body, and my wife's going to love this. This book is dedicated first off to my family who has had the patience to let me drive for Lyft and Uber. By the way, if you are a driver, it takes a lot of our time, so hopefully you have an understanding family. This includes my wife of 33 years, Jenny, my son Brandon, my daughter Brianna, and of course, the love of my life, my granddaughter Olivia Rose. I also dedicate this book to all the drivers and passengers that use the Uber and Lyft platform to make their lives and the lives of their families better. Without the passengers and drivers, there are no ride platforms. Now, on the back, I put a nice little picture of myself and my wife, and I put this excerpt. As Bruce Lee said, absorb what is useful and discard what is useless. Not everything in this book will fit every driver or passenger, but it is a must-read if you drive or ride with a ride-sharing company. Ride-sharing companies are Uber and Lyft because you're sharing a ride. To all the passengers, remember, be nice. This is our personal vehicle that you're getting into. It doesn't belong to Uber. It doesn't belong to Lyft. Be very respectful. Leave it as clean or cleaner than when you came in, and the rides will absolutely be great. Now, there's a couple things in here I did want to share. Now, Uber and Lyft are cheap enough. They're cheap rides. Would you believe that passengers actually have scams that they run on the drivers and on the ride-sharing companies to either get free rides, ride credits, or get their money back on the rides? One of the big things is canceling the ride in mid-trip. Now, as a driver, if let's say a rider cancels on you in mid-trip, which has happened to me before, but I believe the gentleman, it was totally by accident. It was like 4 a.m, and he was a little tipsy. If a passenger does that, 90% of the time it's going to be on purpose so they don't have to pay full price. If a passenger does that, they are no longer covered under the Uber insurance. So, at that point, you must drive to a safe place and ask the passenger to exit your vehicle or request another ride, and hopefully they'll get you. Another huge topic is unaccompanied minors. It is against the law in the state of California to transport anyone under the age of 17. Actually, I'm sorry, under the age of 18, technically being a minor. Now, there's also another thing I want to bring up. This is sort of funny. I've picked up several, how do I put this delicately? Several ladies of the evening. Okay, hell, they were prostitutes. Also, transporting someone to do an illegal activity, drug deal, prostitution, something like that is also illegal. Don't take those people if possible. I really had fun making this book, writing it. I put my heart and soul into it. It's available on Amazon. It is definitely a must read. Check it out. Amazon.com. Lyft and Uber Survival Guide, or what did I call it? Survival Handbook. Michael helped me out with the title. I wanted something to ride share. He didn't like that, so I really appreciate his input. And it's got a lot of good information about how to keep your star rating up, Because people will rate you low for stupid reasons, without communicating. I had one lady rate me low that said I didn't turn the music up loud enough for her. I was listening to her conversation. I was talking too much. I wasn't talking enough. I was telling jokes. Yada, yada, yada. If you don't want to talk to me, I have no problem with that. If you just want to be quiet for the whole ride, tell me. I'll shut up. I have no problem with that at all. Uber drivers will also rate you low for a couple reasons. You leave trash in their car. You give them directions on how you want to go, even though our GPS is telling us how to get there. So there are a few things, and it's all right here. So check it out. I love y'all. Thank you very much for listening, and have a wonderful night.